I am going to run this trailer. This kind of lays out basically that the Illuvium private beta is happening. I'm going to let them talk through it on this highlight here. This comes directly from the Illuvium YouTube channel, and then we'll talk a little bit about how you can get involved and, you know, staking updates and things like this.
Hello, Andrew here from Illuvium, and as you know, Illuvium is a combination of exploration looter and collectible auto battler game rolled into one. And we are very excited to announce the first time players can experience our gameplay in Auto Battler Private Beta 1. In this beta test, survival mode is what you'll be up against, where wave after wave of enemy alluvial teams come at you, and you'll see how far you can go before you perish. Victory is literally impossible. So, we're encouraging beta testers to play every day because spawns will reset every day, and we'll be collecting your high scores in an official leaderboard for the beta test. If you want to get access to Auto Battler Private Beta 1, 2 simple steps. Step number 1, go to our official registration page on our website. You'll have to provide your email and create an Illuvium account. Step number 2, fill out the registration form completely. In terms of selection, our production team is looking for 500 players, PC only, and we need above average specs on your hardware. We are only looking for serious beta testers, so please fill out the registration form completely. To stay up to date with future Illuvium beta tests, go to our website illuvium.io and register, and join our Discord server.
And join our Discord server. Listen, Ronan was, I saw it because I can see everything here. Ronan was getting hype on trying to get into this private beta. There's only 500
Literally.
spots, Ronan. You going to get in?
Oh, see, this is what I was about to say. There was good news in there for me, bad news for you. Good news is they need above average specs. I got a 3080 in this bad boy. Your computer crashed before we went live. That's all I got to say.
Listen.
Hopefully your application is really well put together, because you're going to.
I'm going to shut down the stream now, and I'm going to contact Kieran because I cannot have this happen. I can run, listen, if I can run League of Legends, I can potentially run Illuvium, okay? If I need to upgrade my graphics card, I will to take part in this. Real quick, I want to kind of go over the details here. I'm going to pull up the website, and all the links that we have here on the channel are in the description below. So you can go ahead and register now. It's going to ask for an email. It's going to ask for a password. It's going to ask for your Discord name. It's going to ask for your specs, so thanks, Ronan. I completely lied on my specs, probably. And then you are good to go. Now, you're likely, you know, you better have, like, some credentials if you're trying to get into a 500 list piece here. That is going to be interesting to see who they let in and who they don't. But, again, you saw the gameplay there. It's going to be a survival-based system. Will be interesting to see if they reward any private beta users as well. I want to get into a couple other things as we make our way into Illuvium before we hop out. I've got staking 2.0 as well. So, you know, they had the unfortunate hack happen about a month ago here, where the staking contracts were actually, you know, hacked and you know, drained. So they have this staking app 2.0. There's a fantastic staking dashboard inside of Illuvium. I might be able to go to a dashboard here and see if I could pull it up for you guys. So really cool system that they have set up where you can stake, you can set your ILV tokens to actually unlock at certain times, and then you get an APY, you know, based on the amount of time that you actually are, you know, staking. So shout out to Fancy Birds, who's going to use the same system with their FNC token. So this is really cool. They do have the staking version 2 ready to roll. That is going to be updated over the next 2 weeks. So if you're actually in there, you're getting rewards for staking, but you're not going to be able to do a couple things, which you can kind of look into this staking. And I'll link it here as well as have it in the description. But you can look at this information as we go forward. The IOV price, I don't want to bring this up for too long, but much like the rest of the market, we have a little bit of a dip from the highs of about 1,800 Or I'm sorry, let's make sure we get this set up here. It's not gonna CoinGecko. You're
And
not
here
gonna work
I
with
am
me today.
thinking like, we just talked about your computer, bro. I'll build you a new one so you can get into Illuvium.
Highs of about 1900 as Rona continues to troll me, and we are down to about 567. Not investment advice, do your own research. Illuvium, in my opinion, is going to be one of the most premier games in the NFT space that's actually going to come out relatively soon. You see a lot of things like Phantom Galaxies, you see a lot of things like Star Atlas, and a couple of these other NFT games that have more of a longer roadmap. You see Illuvium out here right now getting set for their private beta. They'll be out this year, no doubt. So 571 and the ability to stake for APY. Do your own research, but I really like it. Another link I have in here, guys, is a guy named Scoriox. He does a great job breaking down the land sale to be. So there's going to be land sales that have to do with the in-game economy. So, the open world is going to be much like Pokemon, where you're going to be able to, like, I guess, get resources to capture alluvials. That a lot of this has to do with land that's going to be producing the resources for the game. So if you want to get involved in Illuvium, you need to be a landowner. That's rule number one. And then second is going to be all the details that, again, I will have actually linked in our Discord. So there's going to be a Dutch auction here that goes from about I believe, let's see, so based on the different tiers, there's going to be, so for example, like the highest tier is going to be left for silent auction. Those are going to be gobbled up by big guilds. Tier 4, going to start at 20 ETH and make its way down over time. Tier 3, 5 ETH. Tier 2, 1.5 ETH and 0.5 ETH for tier 1s. There's also going to be a tier 0 for people who just want to play the game for free. So you're going to have the ability to kind of get involved in the game without actually buying any land, although that's obviously not going to have as big an effect. Last thing I'm going to touch on here, as I let out a mouthful, the reason you, again, want to have land in Illuvium, I'll read it right here, rev distribution. Landowners will have the opportunity to earn revenue from players in the main game through novel use of the balancer multi-token weighted pool. What does that mean? It just means the more people use this game, the more they're going to need the resources that are farmed on your plot. So that, if you want to get more in detail, you can, again, watch that YouTube video that I have linked in the description. Ronan, I'm going to pop out of here and we can talk a little bit about, what I just kind of laid out and your thoughts on Illuvium. But 567 for me, that's good for Illuvium. I like it at that price. I'm not trying to pump my own bags. If I had any dry powder, I would use it.
Yeah, no, I think when you look at projects, one of the most common questions I get asked is like, how do you determine like what project you get into, which ones you don't? I mean, and one of the things I always say is like having a very clear and thought out like roadmap is very important, and then having like a team that like is doxed and is very like in the community, is very public, is another thing. But like when you look at this, like they have done tons of work on this game and they have put so much thought into this project. That's where I get my good vibes from, I guess, when it comes to any project, and Illuvium's definitely at the top of the list. I mean, I put them above even like Star Atlas, which I think ultimately is going to be a huge game, but Illuvium is just putting out so much more real tangible things, right? So shout out to that team. We love Kieran and those guys, man, and we appreciate them being huge supporters of the show.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, last piece there, tier 0 right at the bottom of this, and I will, again, upload this all to the Illuvium channel in LADZ City. Tier 0 virtual land. Tier 0 land is free land that is not connected to the blockchain. Land will be similar to tier 2, but without any earning potential. So if you want to get in and experience it without actually paying, you can. But again, the earning potentials come from actually owning tier 1 and above. So that land sale got pushed out. We don't have an exact date for it yet, so you still have time to actually do some research. Otherwise, yeah, shout out to Illuvium, and we will be covering them as that land sale goes live.